Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Siren Ray and today is Brown Girl Finance Friday, where every Friday I bring you a business tip or a finance tip that I'm currently in the process of using or have used to help me on my journey to financial freedom. So today is going to be a little bit different because I am a little bit tired. I just got done wholesale, which I'm really excited about because this is my second wholesale order, but the first one was lip glosses of mine that I already had, so I already have it. But this is my first custom wholesale order. Yes, guys, like it's lit. So I actually helped did the logo. I helped create the bottles, and she got some custom colors and scents and smells. So I'm really excited about it. I know I did a very good job. My customer was happy, and I can't wait to get her product. But anyway, jumping off topic, I'm just too excited. I done jumped off topic. But today we're going to talk about inspiration and what it really means to be a boss. Because I know every week I'm like teaching you something or telling you gotta do this, telling you gotta do that. Today I just want to speak life into you. So, and I realized this today as well. I was doing my wholesale and I'm like really tired. I'm like, yo, I got up at 10 o'clock because I work overnight. So I got up at 10 o'clock. I took my car to the DMV to get like something with the VIN or some shit. I just got a new car, so I had to do something with that. So I did that. I came home and I started at like 12 o'clock and I just got done my wholesale at like 7. And then I had to record my makeup video, and now I'm recording this and it's like 9 o'clock and I literally gotta be to work at 12. So it's like, but I'm gonna muscle through it, come home, go to sleep, and then I gotta get up tomorrow. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it is lit. It's deep out here. I don't know how I'm doing it, but anyway, so I'm just saying, like, I was thinking about how when I was doing all this, and I was thinking about how time passes, and it's like, dang, I really be doing all this. And like, it's fun, but it's not fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not fun because I have to stay on a strict schedule. I can't be on Instagram all day and all that. So it's like, we get on here and we see these people and they's like bosses or whatever, or we see people on Instagram, not even YouTube, because most people who got YouTube is really bosses, so because YouTube is a task in itself. So if somebody taking the time to do YouTube, I take them very seriously, especially if they don't miss a video. So, but we see people on Instagram and they like, oh, I'm a boss, I'm a boss, I'm gonna be a boss, because a lot of people think being a boss is just having a business, and being a boss is just portraying that you like getting money and all that stuff. But really, being a boss is really not that fun at all. Like, yes, when you get your money is fun, like, but when you're in the beginning, you're not really balling yet or whatever, or when you do have a lot of orders, you have to actually make and ship out them orders. Like, stuff like that is not particularly like fun. It's still work. It's still like having a job. The only thing that's different is it's something that you want to do. I actually went to a mastermind, and guys, try to stay with me because I know I'll be all over the place. Like, I'm trying, but I actually went to a mastermind, and he had said it was about real estate. This is when I was looking into real estate or whatever. And you know how they give you those, they on Instagram, you see them ads, oh, sign up for a real estate class. I done did that and went there, trying to sign up. So he was like, the difference between people who work and the people who are bosses is bosses choose what they do. So when he said that, that always stuck with me. Like, yeah, because I'm still doing work. I'm still like, working my tail off and everything, but I'm doing something I want to do. So it doesn't, I'm more motivated to work, if that makes sense. So what I want people to realize, I'm gonna name this video, what is a boss? I don't want people to think that a boss is just someone who's like, getting money, who's balling, like, who calling the shots. Like, you feel like, yes, that's a boss, but a boss is also a hard worker. So before you even take this journey or watch my videos or watch somebody else's journeys, just think about, are you ready to be a hard worker? Like, are you ready to like put in those late nights or those early mornings? Like, and I'm not, a starving entrepreneur. Like, how some entrepreneurs, they'll quit their job. And there's nothing against them. But I'm not in a position where I can do that. So they'll quit their job and they won't do nothing else but their business. And they'll keep at their business till their business take off. I have to do both right now until my business gets me to a place where I don't have to quit. Until my investments get me to a place where I don't have to work. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I'm also going after a career too. Like, just because it's something I want to do, so I eventually a part of my life, I want to be, I want to work with kids, I want to be a child therapist, but just, like, that's not something, it's not like, it's not a goal, like, it's a goal, but it's not a goal for money, it's just something I just want to do. Like, it's like, I'm just that type of person. If I want to do it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? So it's not nothing like, oh, I'm going for, this is my career. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do this for like 5 years, or I'm probably going, when I become a millionaire, I'm just going to do it like off and on, like part-time, you feel me? Because I'm just that type person. It's something I want to do, but what I'm saying is, what a lot of people don't make videos about. They make videos about their process. They make videos about how they make their product, how they sell their product, how to get your product, you know, seen, how to like do Facebook ads and building a website and all this stuff. All this stuff I be talking about every week, building your credit and working with influencers. We do videos about this every single week, you know. But what we don't tell you is this shit is hard. It's doable. It is doable, but it's a lot of sacrifice. It's a lot of hard work. And I don't want people to feel like it's a game, because it's not, and you got to be ready for it. And I don't want you to do it just because you see everybody else doing it. You know, you got to mentally prepare yourself for this, because once you in it, you really can't give up, especially if you love it. Like, your body and your mind physically won't let you give up. If you love what you do, if you choose a business that you really like, because there's people who choose businesses just for money, you feel what I'm saying? And there's those people who choose businesses that's like literally their baby, you feel me? Like, I have investments that's just for money, and then I have Siren XO, that's my baby. Like, you feel me? I could be dead tired like I'm right now, but I'm still gonna work on Siren XO because that's my baby. I got plans for her. You feel me? Even if she never, God forbid, she never make $1 million, you know, I know she's gonna be $1 million baby, but even if she never did, I would still do her because I love her. Like, that's the love of my life. You feel what I'm saying? You have to be like that. You have to be like that. You have to understand, like, this is not a trend. This is not, a lot of people are doing it because they want money and they want financial freedom, but this is not a trend. This is real life. You feel me? Don't play with it. Don't play with it at all. Don't play with it. If you want to do it, take it seriously. And another thing I want to say is, you know, when you're, and I hope this video makes sense, because I know I could be all over the place sometimes, you know, but that's just how my mind works. I'm thinking about a lot of things at once, if that makes sense. So I know a lot of people feel like, oh, I want to start a business because I just want to have money. I want to be rich, and I want to go out with my friends, and I want to blow money and all that. And I want to add, like, if you could tell who really a boss and who really playing, because the people who really bosses, if you watch their stories, you rarely see them in clubs. Like, you might see them in clubs like maybe twice a year. Like, some of my favorite girl bosses that I follow, I follow the woman who runs Envy Closet. I follow Nicole Lionel. I follow Milano. I follow all of them, right? I don't never see them in the club every weekend. Never. Like, when I do see their story, it be like them at work. Like, them sewing something, because a lot of, they sell clothes. Them sewing something. Sometimes Closet Envy lady, she does like cooking and stuff like that. But it's like engagement with her followers. It's not like she out partying, out drinking, out, you know, doing all this wild stuff, like, in these wild cars. Like, that's another, I'm gonna get to that point after. I'm gonna save that point for after I say this. So don't feel like that's a real boss. You know what I'm saying? Real bosses don't have time to go out every weekend because they tired. So that's how you can tell who's a real boss or who not. If you see somebody going out every single weekend and that's not their job, they capping. You feel me? They capping. That's not what being a boss life is about. Look, you be tired. I can't wait till next week where I could just watch. I just want to watch a movie. I've been trying to finish this movie for like 2 weeks now. You feel me? But I have to go to work and I have to run my business. So by the time I fucking finish what I gotta do in the morning, it be time for me to take a nap so I can go to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can do school while I'm at work. So I don't have time to really enjoy myself and watch a movie all the time. So I don't want people to think like it's a game, because it's not. It's really not. That's the first reason why how you can tell somebody not really a boss. You know, maybe I should take out the beginning part. No, I'm gonna leave it. Because I was ranting. But that's the first way you can tell somebody really not a boss. If you see them partying every weekend, that's not the real boss life. Unless they own a club or they're an influencer that do like what's it called, like hostings and stuff like that. That's no, honey, no. They might go to the club sometimes, but it's not like every weekend. You feel me? That's not boss life. That's the number one sign, fake boss life. That, you feel me? That's not real. The way you could tell like that's not really boss life, and you know that's something that you don't need to be inspiring to, is if every time that you open they story, they flashing what they have. If every time you on their page, they flashing what they have. And every time, like, you can, it's one thing to post, oh, I just got a new Range Rover. It's one thing to post, and I'm not saying this to be a hater or nothing like that, because trust, baby, when I get my glass house, I'm going to put it on the gram or Facebook, you feel me? But I'm saying is it's one thing to say, oh, I like, you know, I just bought a new home, or like, it's one thing to say that, you know, because you so proud of your accomplishment, you want to tell your friends and family, you want to tell your friends, you want to thank your friends and all that stuff. But it's another thing where they're always flash. If you get on the gram and every day they flashing, like, oh, look at all these Range Rovers I got, look at all these, you know, these chains I got, look at all these stacks of money I got. That's not what boss life is about. Real bosses is not doing that. You feel me? Like, for example, I follow Super Scent. I told you the Closet Envy. I follow Nicole Lionel. They're millionaires. You feel me? They're millionaires. They make 6 figures like a month. You feel me? They got money. You feel me? But I don't even know what type of car Super Scent got. Like, I don't know what type. Like, I know Nicole has a Range Rover, but she had got it for her birthday, and she posted it like on her birthday. And I never seen that car again after that. Every time she get on the ground, I don't never see that car. I never see her, you know, talking about, oh, I got this car. I don't see that car every day. You feel what I'm saying? But then you follow other people's Snapchats, and that's all you see is cars and money, cars and money, cars and money. Most of them people be scammers. We gonna keep it 100. Most of them people be scammers, and they be capping and all that stuff. You know, I follow a lot of bosses. Like, I follow Mano, I follow all those people, and I don't never see that shit every day. You feel me? So that's another way that you know that they not a real boss. And I'm only saying this to say I want people to understand what boss life is and what it's not. That's not boss life. Don't be inspiring to that. Don't feel like, oh, if I'm not a boss, if I don't have a Range Rover, if I don't have a Benz, if I'm not flashing my money, if I don't have this, I'm not a real boss. There's people who do that is not real bosses. Like, people, listen. Everybody I follow obviously got money. They done showed they figures. They got money. But I don't know what type of cars they got. Some of them I don't even know what type of houses they live in or nothing. Nicole actually did an interview. And I'm gonna tag their Instagrams. But she actually did an interview where she was like, people was asking her to do an apartment tour. And she was like, that's private. Like, you feel me? And I'm sure, like, she had took pictures. Like, so I know, like, she had like a nice, you know, she had nice water ceiling windows. So if you got water ceiling windows, you automatically know wherever she live at expensive. So it's like she never showed that. She said, that's personal. You feel me? You don't need to know where I live at. That's my house. That's my, you feel me? Even though it's going to show you that she got money, you feel me? Because that's a real boss. She doing what she love, and she doing it because she love it, and she thinks that y'all, you know, y'all fucking with her, but she's not here to flaunt her money. She's not here to say, oh, I got all this, I got all that. She's too busy working. That's what boss life is. That's what boss life is. You feel me? That's what boss life is. That's the second reason. The third way is if they always got drama. Real bosses don't have drama. You don't have time for drama. You know, they don't have time for drama. They don't do drama. You know, none of that. It's none of that. So all the bosses I follow, all the bosses I know, they don't have a whole bunch of baby mama drama. They don't have a whole bunch of, you know, fighting on their page. You know, Crayon Case, you know, she be with the shit. Damn, I just said her name. Damn, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all, that's my dog. I like her so much, but like my head, I'm so tired from doing that wholesale. But she be with the shit. She'll cuss you out, but it's not like every day she got drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if she do make a post, it's mostly because like somebody said something to her. She just gotta address it. But it's not like crazy, you know, crazy drama. You know, so you don't have time for drama. So that's another thing. That's not boss life. Boss life is not having a whole bunch of baby moms and stuff, like kicking down your door and, you know, like all this stuff, like all these extra people. Like, that's not boss life. So if somebody constantly posting all that and all the extra girls and stuff, all that, that's not boss life. You feel me? So don't aspire to be that. Don't aspire to be that. You know, most men who deal with like multiple women anyway end up having a downfall. Like, look at Future. Everybody praising him, but look at his life. Look at his life, yo. And then look at LeBron's life. I bet LeBron's life is so fucking peaceful. He's probably at home with his kids right now. He probably not with his kids getting that, but his kids probably in their room or something, and he probably in his room getting, you feel me, with his wife. Like, look at his life and look at Future life. Life, and then look at, you know, Russell and Sierra. Like, I'd rather be like Sierra. Sierra look peaceful as hell. Her business not in the news. Every time she do pop up, it's something positive. She done got pregnant. She in like Bahamas, like looking good in a bikini somewhere. Like, Russell done got a nice haircut. Like, it's always something positive. But then when you look at other people like Future, like, he got money, because you could have money and not have a boss mentality. That's what I'm trying to get across from you. You feel me? he's just a nigga with money. Like, for me, he's just a nigga with money. I'm not taking away from his talent or nothing like that, but as you can see, like, look at his life. You feel me? He's feeding too much into the drama where he just should be focused on his music, focusing on his career. You feel what I'm saying? But that's what some people like. If that's working for him, that's working for him. But having all the baby mom, that's gonna make you broke and all that, for real. So, there's that, you know. So if they got a whole bunch of drama, if you see them going out the first way was if they see you going out every weekend, if you see them flaunting their stuff a lot, and if they have a bunch of drama. So those basically the 3 ways that you can tell us that they're not really, you know, on a boss shit, and that's not boss life, and that's not stuff you need to inspire to. So I'm basically making this video because I know we look on Instagram, and a lot of people, like, some people watching this video be like, oh, I already knew that, and then other people on watching this video, they might be like, oh, I'm always looking at this person, and every day she in cars and she flashing money. I need to be like her. That must be what bosses do. Like, if I do that, I could be a boss. I like a boss. But I'm trying to let you know reality. What the reality is, most bosses are working. Most bosses are at work. Most bosses are, you know, working on next season stuff. Most bosses are looking at ways to improve. Most bosses are at masterminds. Most bosses are learning. Most bosses are sitting with other bosses. Most bosses are spending time with their family because they don't get to see them. They're educating themselves. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, honey. That's what we're doing. You feel me? And right now, I'm a mini boss and I'm tired. So I can only imagine when I start hitting 6 figures. I can only imagine. Like, it's going to get, you feel me? It's going to get wild. So I just want people to understand that it's not a fad, because I kind of see it being a fad with some people, and then some people I see it as, you know, them really taking it seriously. Like, I just want people to know that, like, if you're gonna start, I'm not discouraging nobody from starting a business, but I want you to know what you're doing and be serious about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Be serious about what you're doing and then what you do. Choose something that you're passionate about and just go all in on it, and understand, like, it's going to take sacrifice. If you're not sacrificing your business, it's not going to grow. I don't know no business where you could just not make a sacrifice and you're just going to be lit. Except for, well, even with other stuff like scamming, you got the risk of going to jail. But that's besides the point. Like, you get what I'm saying? So that's basically what this video is about. So don't aspire to be those bosses that's in the club every weekend, those bosses that always got a new car to show you every week, those bosses, you know, that have a whole bunch of drama in their life. Because come on now, like, no, that stuff is honestly just put on the ground to make you feel bad. That's really what it is. People who do that is really insecure, and they feel like they need to show you their worth. They need to show you they worth something, you know. So they have to always show you, like, what they got. They have to show you what they got. Like, think about it. What car do Beyonce drive every day? Did anybody know? Did anybody know that what car Beyonce drives? Like, she might not even drive. Like, she might have a chauffeur, but do you know what kind of car her chauffeur got? Like, do we know that? Do we know what her closet looks like? Damn, has she even ever posted a picture of her house? You get what I'm saying? Because she probably don't got time. Honestly, she probably don't even run her for social media. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it be that deep. Like, we don't know nothing about that woman. And that's how it is when you a real boss, when you really on your shit, when you really care about what you doing in life. You don't got time to impress people. Real bosses is not here to impress people. Real bosses is here to make money and give back to the community. That's what real bosses is here to do, baby. That's what real bosses is here to do. So without further ado, that is my video on what is the difference between a fake boss and a real boss. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And next week, you know, I'm gonna come to you with another tip. But I didn't want to leave you guys with nothing. But I didn't really, you know, I wanted to put together something, but I wanted to put it together right. So I didn't want to just rush through it. You know, my tip for next week. So I'm gonna have it next week. But you know, I'm gonna tell you about my description box. Oh, please like, share, subscribe to this video. Yo, I need to get better at YouTube. Like, I'm really trying, y'all. I'm just a little tired. I'm so tired. In my description box below, I have my cosmetic line, which is my baby. Her name is Siren XO. And at Siren XO, I basically create eyeshadow palettes. And then from the eyeshadow palette is basically a book. It's a storybook. So every color in that palette, every word in that palette is a story. And then I illustrate that story through a short film that I post on my other YouTube, and the link is below. For example, my last one I did was named Karma. And Karma is about a scorned woman who was cheating on her husband, but she found herself and became reborn. So in that palette, it's a bunch of, it goes from reds, and then You know what? Let me see if I can find this palette right quick. I got a whole bunch of palettes up here. I'm actually almost sold out. I got like 2 left. I don't want to go in my space and get one. Then I'm gonna use my personal. So this is it right here. Let me just explain the concept a little bit. So basically, it goes from fire, like all these fiery colors, then it comes up to these browns and these more grounded colors to show like she came from, you know, being, you know, fire and fury and angry, and she became more grounded, like, you know, the rebirth, you know, like it, when you get the palette, it makes sense. So the rebirth, so that's her rebirth, and this is her right here. She's not a specific color because I wanted her to resonate with every single woman. That's why I never make my girls a real color. I don't want to make them like a real people, because I don't want people to feel like, oh, this palette is just for, you know, dark skin girls, or this palette is just for black people, or, you know, it's not that. It's for everybody. Because listen, honey, we might have some differences, but this story and a lot of my other stories we could all resonate with, you know. In the future, I'll have stories that's just for, you know, certain types of women, but this is our story. Trust. Everybody that had, you know, a heartbreaking became a bad bitch from it. So that is what karma's about. So I will be coming out with 2 new movies this year. I don't want to tell you what they are, but they are coming. And I also sell lip gloss and lashes, and I started body oil. Here's one of my body oils. I started body oil today, so that'll be available on the site by the end of the month. The next business I have is called Written for Her. Written for Her is basically my ebook business, where everything that I learned I have put in an ebook for purchase, and I also have free ebooks on there as well. I have vendor lists. I have how to start your own business in 30 days. I have, you know, how to make money in your sleep. I have save, like a whole bunch of stuff. And every month I try to add a new ebook, and I'm also working on a personal, you know, self-love book that I will be putting on there as well. So the link for that is below. You can follow that my Instagram, and you can also check out the website. Every day on my Instagram I post a motivational quote, and I would like the people to start discussions under them. So I'm gonna try to figure out how I can figure out that, because I'm basically trying to build a community. Yeah, so it's called Written for Her. So basically everything that I wish I knew, I'm telling, you know, her, which is, you know, other females who might need this, who need this information. And then my third business that I have in there is Siren's Body. Now, Siren's Body started when I lost over 60 pounds on my own, with no trainer, no nothing, just with a change of diet and exercise. So what I did was everything I learned, I put in some PowerPoints, and I also made a 5-day workout video that you're supposed to just recycle every week, and it has how you eat, how you cook, what at home and gym workouts you do, and why. It has basically everything in it. So I also have that in the description box below. And that's about it. Then I have all my social media, which is at Siren Red, basically on at Siren_Red with 2 D's, basically on everything. So that is down in the description box below. Oh, and finally, I want to tell you that I finally started my pick a card videos. So I am an intuitive, you know, intuitive psychic, or whatever you have it. Like I have, you know, certain, like I don't like to really put my woo woo on this on my business stuff, because people don't believe in that or whatever they believe in. But I'll make a video on that for those people who are interested in that another day. But I'm just letting you know I do have pick a card videos on my channel, you know, and I do have certain gifts, you know, and I'm not like a witch. Nothing against you witches out there, but I just, you know, I'm just intuitive. So with that being said, you can also check those out, but please keep in mind that pick a card readings are general readings, and tarot readings are it's nothing but reading energy. So they change, you know, from person to person. They change. It varies every day. Energy is constantly changing. So don't, you know, take it to heart. It's for, you know, entertainment purposes. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching my channel, and I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye.